Hello, I'm Joe Slation, Managing Editor of the Wabash Plain Dealer, bringing you tomorrow's headlines for Thursday, July 3rd. As you know, tomorrow's headlines bring sneak peeks at the stories that can be found in the Plain Dealer on Thursday, as well as on our webpage, www.wabashplaindealer.com. Links to these stories also will be available on our social media sites such as Twitter and Facebook. Our lead story on Thursday comes from reporter Eric Seaman, who attended Tuesday night's Manchester Community Schools Board meeting, at which the board discussed several issues but primarily focused on fees for the 2014-2015 school year. Depending on the grade level, some of the fees will be increasing slightly, while others will be decreasing or see no increase at all. In addition, Eric brings information on the vacancy on the Manchester board. Dr. Glenn Scharfman resigned and has left a vacancy that the board is now seeking to fill. A story in Thursday's newspaper explains how those interested in serving on the board can go about applying for the seat. In another story, there were a pair of fires, one fairly significant, one fairly minor, on Wednesday in Wabash County. The big fire was up in North Manchester, where firefighters were called to a home on 4th Street about somewhere around 1 o'clock this morning, and found the garage engulfed, and some of the fire spread to the adjoining house, which was fortunately they were able to remove all the people from the house, get them evacuated before any problems arose. The minor fire took place at the Dallas L. Winchester Senior Center in Wabash, and was caused by an electrical problem that caused a surge protector to catch fire. Because of the fire, the senior center was closed all day on Wednesday, but is expected to reopen Thursday, and a special food pantry will be held from 1 to 3 p.m. on Thursday. The food pantry is usually closed on Thursday, but because the center was closed Wednesday, people were unable to obtain the food they need. In another story, I covered this morning's Board of Works meeting, at which the City of Wabash finalized its contract with Republic Waste for trash removal service in Wabash. Details on that can be found in the story. The contract itself lasts for 3 years and sees increases of not more than 2% the next 2 years through 2017. Finally, I bring a story of a rather touching story about a local man whose brother was aboard a U.S. Air Force flight in 1952. The airman, Howard Martin, was aboard the plane which crashed into the side of a mountain in Alaska, and officials shortly after the crash spotted the plane but were unable to get to it because of bad weather. Well, in 2012, the plane was spotted once again, and the remains of all 50 plus servicemen that were on the plane were removed. Max Martin, of Wabash, is Howard Martin's brother, and he and another brother, Paul Martin of Frankton, speak about what it was like to finally learn that their brother's body had been found and identified after more than 60 years of being missing because of the crash. You can read more on those stories in the Plain Dealer on Thursday. Until next time, I'm Joe Slation, wishing you nothing but the best.